Oh boy, has Modern Warfare been nothing but a mess for me. Alright, so before I get into this, I just want to say one thing, is that I don't blame Infinity Ward for any of this, since it's not their fault for all the PC problems here. And, it's actually just the game's problems, and the person to be blamed here is the company that ported Modern Warfare to the PC, which I forget their name, but, it's definitely their fault, because they keep doing pretty bad imports. But, yeah. Now, again, the only reason I know about this is because someone on Reddit pointed it out, and I just read the thread. And if you want to read it, I'll try to find it, and if I find it, it'll be in the description, or I'll throw it up on screen right now. You get the point. If I find it, I have to go find it though. Otherwise, the port for me has just been awful, just in general. So you can argue here is that my PC is bad and it just can't handle the game, but I can assure you my PC is fine, and it works fine, since the beta, the thing before the game, which was just the game before it was trash, the beta ran fine and I never had any problems whatsoever. But base game, how dare we actually make a good port that works, am I right? Now, the main problem I had here was rendering problems, which if you look at your screen now, which I would imagine you're doing, because you're watching the video. But yeah, anyway, I will throw up some pictures of the rendering problems so you can understand what it looks like. So just imagine here that you're seeing this constantly all game, and there's two things to point out here with this. So one, it's a massive eyesore, and it starts to hurt your eyes and head to look at, and I'm not lying, because it fucking pissed me off. And two, the problem with this is that I basically had wall hacks. So let me get a little more into detail from that wall hack claim. So in reality, I didn't have walls, since cheating isn't the move, and I don't cheat. Please don't ban me. But the thing here is that the rendering problem, it wouldn't render in key parts of the map, and that's kind of important, right? So for that, in my point of view, there was nothing there. So to me, it looked like there's nothing there, when in reality there's something there. So like, there could be an enemy just sitting behind a wall or something, and I would obviously shoot at them, not knowing any better, and turns out they're behind a wall, so it looks like I'm hacking. So who cares really? Now, this was very apparent in a gunfight to me, since a lot of times when I got kills, they looked shady as hell. And a good example of this would be on the map Pine, which is that one map that everyone plays on 2v2s, where if you look at the little cubbies in each side of the map, like snipers, and I don't know what you call them, the little things. To get up there, there's stairs, right? And the stairs never rendered in for me, so I was just cross-mapping kids sitting behind the stairs, not knowing any better, and a little shady, as you can see there, since it's wood, so you could shoot through it. So yeah, then on the same map, on the right or the left side, depending on where you are, there's a pretty big rock that people like to stand behind, and this guy was standing behind it, right? And here I am not knowing that there's a rock there, because I don't know the map by heart, and I'm just shooting this dude to fucking high hell. And keep this in mind, I'm shooting at the head, because why would you not be shooting at the head? And what makes it look even worse is that a variant, who I'll have all of his links in the description, since he helped me through all of this, which was super nice, since he didn't have to do that at all, and he just did it. But yeah, anyway, he was telling me how weird it looks, since I was shooting at nothing, and it looks super sketch, because I'm shooting at a rock and it looks like there's no one there. But in reality, he's sitting behind there. So needless to say, I had to get off, since I was actually worried I would get banned for walling. And a lot of people were accusing me of cheating, and I basically was. So yeah, now to fix this problem, and maybe you have this problem, you want to fix it, well, keep it short and simple for you. Just reinstall the game, and that'll fix it. So when I say this, you're gonna make me, I'm gonna sound a little fucking dumb, but trust, just listen. So I didn't want to reinstall this game at all, and that was the last thing I did, but I'm gonna justify it, okay? So the main reason I didn't want to reinstall this game is because it's huge, like 180 gigabytes huge, and it would take almost half the day to just download it, since I don't have fucking stellar internet, so it'd be pretty slow. So yeah, that was basically the main reason. But again, I tried almost everything to fix this, from reinstalling shaders, changing every graphic settings, changing GPU settings, updating the GPU. Shit, I even deleted my GPU driver, reinstalled it, and still nothing. So Eventually I just said screw it and I just fucking reinstalled it, and that seemed to fix the problem. Now, with the problem, there was a fun pattern to go with it that I found out, alright? There's always a pattern, right? So, if you can see this in my campaign series best, but the pattern here is that the first match of a multiplayer or campaign mission would always work fine with no problem at all, but every other game after that, it would be all messed up with rendering problems. That was a cycle, and I spent probably longer than I should have trying to counterattack it, trying to find a way to avoid it, but you know, yeah, I was like, okay, maybe if I keep playing, it'll go back to normal and all that, but yeah, did not happen. First game was fine, second, all the rest were not, so, you know, that's it, but all in all, just reinstalling the game, that was the solution to this, and, you know, I haven't had any issues since then with rendering. Oh wait, I have. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the rendering problem again. This is rendering part 2, Revenge of the Non, you could say. That was a shitty pun, I'm sorry. But this is weird since this only happens on one specific map and no other map, which I don't understand, but you know, it's cool, I guess. So the problem here is that it only happens on Docks, which is a 2v2 map, and it's the most random ass map, but I mean, whatever, I guess. But I'll throw up the picture, and you can see here, the problem here is that nothing renders at all besides characters. It's kind of weird since it's just like watching people run around and shoot while you're standing in a skybox, because basically all it is. It's annoying because you can't see anything, so you don't have a general idea of where you need to go. You're just running and shooting, and yeah, needless to say, I cannot play that map anymore, and I'm not going to uninstall this since I don't care enough, and you know, it's again a big ass game that yeah, no, and it's only the one app. But otherwise, another problem I had was in game chat. So this wasn't a huge problem since I don't really care that much about it, but basically what happened was that I could speak in game and everyone could hear me just fine. I just couldn't hear them. Now, to fix this, I didn't completely, it was completely accidental, which don't know how, but basically I disconnected my headphones and I plugged them into something, or I plugged in a different pair of headphones, and after a while I plugged my normal headsets back in and, you know, reconnected them, and that just fixed the problem somehow. So yeah, don't know how that works, but yeah, that's basically how you do it. It's just like change your sound settings, basically unplug your headphone, plug it back in, basically. Now, believe it or not, I actually went through a lot of the sound settings in games to fix this. I also went through the launcher settings, which if you don't know, on Blizzard, there's settings on that for sound and all that. And you know, I actually went to the headphone settings, which is if you type in on Windows, if you type in sound, like that. So, yeah, so, again, not that big of a problem. I mean, sometimes it saves me because I don't like people just screaming, but other times it's annoying since all the trash talkers missed out on quite a lot, but still. Now, to top this off, let me tell you about my favorite part of this game. Crashes. So, this game crashes way too much, okay? It's not only super annoying, and you know, it's not like a huge thing. Like, I don't have a huge issue of crashes, but it happens more than it should have. Now, I do know people that get crashes on the level of Fallout 76, which would be super annoying, because if you don't know Fallout 76, that would crash almost every 30 minutes. Now, this game, it'll crash like every hour or so, which I don't like. Now, again, it's weird, and I found a pattern from one of my friends. He has a certain thing that crashes the game, and for him, it's when he plays one specific campaign mission that it will always crash the game. So I don't know, but yeah. Then for me, it just crashes all the time. And, you know, when I wrote this script, it wasn't really crashing that much. It was every now and then. But the past 2 days I've played, it crashed constantly. It was just fucking annoying. And, yeah. So, that's about all the main issues I have. Like, all the main ones. Obviously, I have way more bug issues that I would assume would get patched. But most of them have not, so why not? But they're not game changing or any of that. They're just annoying. Like, for example, challenges not popping, challenges resetting, not showing me my challenge score. So yeah, it's just annoying. Anyway, that's been it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe for more on YouTube. I will see you next time. Goodbye.